They appeared from the shadows of the Crusades, a brotherhood of warriors bound not by blood but by a vow. They were monks. They were knights. They were the Templars. It began in the early 12th century, when pilgrims from Europe journeyed to the Holy Land, unarmed, unprotected, and preyed upon by thieves and raiders. 9 knights swore an oath before God to protect the roads to Jerusalem with their lives. They took vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. Yet their courage would make them richer and more powerful than kings. They called themselves the poor fellow soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon. But history remembers them by one name, the Knights Templar. At first, they were humble. They lived in the ruins of Solomon's temple in Jerusalem. But under the blessing of the church and the command of Hugues de Payens, their fame spread across Christendom. Nobles donated lands, gold, and castles. Kings trusted them with treasure, and soon, the Templars were no longer just soldiers. They became bankers, diplomats, and a secret power within the church itself. They invented an early form of banking letters of credit that allowed pilgrims to travel without carrying gold. They fought with unmatched discipline, dressed in white robes marked by a blood-red cross. To their enemies, they were ghosts in armor. To their allies, saints with swords. But power breeds suspicion, and secrets attract enemies. When Jerusalem fell, the Templars returned to Europe, richer, more influential, and more feared than ever. Kings who once begged for their aid now owed them fortunes. One king, Philip IV of France, decided he would owe them nothing. On Friday, October 13th, 1307, at dawn, his soldiers struck. Across France's Templars were arrested, tortured, and accused of heresy. They were charged with worshipping false idols, of denying Christ, of hidden rituals in the dark. Confessions were torn from their bodies through pain. But even under torture, many refused to betray their vows. Their leader, Jacques de Molay, was burned alive before Notre Dame Cathedral, before the flames consumed him. I doubt. God knows who is wrong and who has sinned, and in a year and a day, he shall summon you to his judgment. Within a year, both the Pope and the King were dead, and so began the legend of a curse that still echoes through time. The order was destroyed, but not forgotten. Some say the surviving Templars fled, taking their secrets and treasures with them. Others say they went underground, shaping secret societies that changed the course of history. The truth remains buried in mystery, hidden between faith and fear, between fact and myth.